Hey, comic book friends! Welcome back to Comic Book Corner. That's right, guys. It is me, Spider Slayer. I'm getting ready to do another comic book review. Today, we are getting ready to review Avengers vs. X-Men round number 9. That's right, guys. This title has just kept on getting better and better, and I enjoy it more and more. I'm kind of actually disappointed that in about 3 more issues, it's going to be coming to an end. But we are going to do a review, and it will be in depth, or it will be a nice walkthrough, so you guys get the full effect of what the book was about and what my thoughts were on the book. And the first thing I want to discuss here is the cover. The cover that I'm showing you, I don't have this cover, but I'm showing you this cover, is the variant cover, and I love this variant cover, and I have not seen it. I have not been able to purchase it, and but I love the detail, how it's the A versus X in spider webs, and I love how Colossus is doing the battle with Spider-Man, and his mask is all ripped up and stuff like that. It's really, really, really cool. I enjoy it immensely. Now, this story, on the other hand, was a really, really good story as well. It represents Spider-Man's character perfectly in this book, and that's what I love so much about it. He's such a selfless hero. That's why people enjoy Spider-Man so much. Obviously, this book is $3.99. It comes with its free digital download and the AR. I have not checked out the AR. I'm bad about the AR thing. Maybe I should check it out, but it's really not an importance to me. Here is the cover that I do have, which probably mostly everybody has. But this cover is a nice cover also. Spider-Man just all beat to hell. Great story. This is one of my favorite ones of all time so far. And probably because it has to do with my favorite character. I do like the beginning intro to the book. How it gives you the descriptions of all the characters. And I enjoy, of course, all the characters that's involved, and then you have like the Phoenix 5, and then you have the little X next to Namor, how he's done. I think that's freaking cool. But this story has to do with Spider-Man putting himself, his life on the line for the team, doing battle against Colossus and Magic. And it's really good how they described it. In the beginning of the issue, we have Colossus, who is, you see a blurred vision, and you see someone waking up, seeing Colossus, and then all of a sudden you hear a crack, and it's like boom, everything just blows up, and you're like, oh shit, what happened? So then it goes back in time, and it talks about how all our characters, every time they come back from a portal, nothing ever good happens. Someone's missing, someone's hurt. Something always happens, and the most important thing in this issue was that Thor was lost, and they were lost against Magic and Colossus. So you think, seriously, Thor got beat? Who the hell are going to beat these guys? You guessed it right here. Batman right there. Good old Spider-Man. So Iron Man has been missing in action. Everyone's being taken in a hospital. Red Hulk's got a iron cast on his hand, and they're just trying to figure out what's going on. And the group has to recover the rest of the Avengers because they've been all captured. You got Thor that's captured. Spider-Woman's been captured. Everyone's been captured, and it's really tough for the group right now. Later on in the issue, and this tells you how much of a dickhead Cyclops has become, Emma is losing herself. I think with all the added power that she's got from Namor, she expresses to Cyclops that she can touch everybody, that she can basically, with her mind, in a snap, kill the entire population. She can reach out to everyone. And she's like, I think I want to do it, just in a blink of an eye. And it's just like, oh my God, can you imagine having that power where you can shut everybody off in an instant? And all Scott says is, get it together and come home, Emma, and let's finish what we started. And she's just like, Scott, wait, don't go. She's like, I'm worried about, and she just takes off. And she's just worried about what's going to happen next. And she's in a place where she can't reach anybody from her distance. So she's actually worried. And she goes, please stop me. And it's just like, oh my God, what can she actually do? I mean, she can kill everybody. Scott don't give a shit. He's just doing whatever he wants to do. Fucking asshole. And later she goes to this particular person's house who killed a mutant and kept it a secret. And she thought, she goes to this person and she goes, oh, you thought you could keep it a secret. And she basically just goes into his brain and just like shuts his brain off and is bleeding. And the whole family is there, just going, oh my God, what the hell happened? Holy shit. And she's like, no more secrets, not from me. And she just walks off all pissed. And in this issue, that's the last you see of Emma. Black Panther and Storm get into some altercation, and all she wants to do is help Black Panther rebuild Wakanda. And what is going is just like their marriage was annulled, and she says, I'm the high priest of the Panther clan, you're not my wife anymore. And he's just saying, oh, please don't come here again. And she goes, let us not talk of personal matters. There will be time for that later. I came here today to try and put an end to the entire ordeal. Please just tell the Avengers. And he just rips her. I mean, he just rips her. And you can see the displeasurement on her face of what has happened of those events. So as we go back now, we go back to our Avenger team, and they're trying to rescue anybody, and they're into this hell pit with these crazy creatures that magic created, and they're invisible, and they're trying to escape, but they can smell them, and they're basically going to get caught. And they come across our heroes, and they're all in this web stuff, and we can see that Colossus and Magic are talking. And they created this own species of whales where they have legs, and they're just all whacked out, man. They just think that they're just these gods, and they're not. It's just crazy what the Phoenix Force is just doing to them. And and they're not outnumbering everybody, but they're just getting their asses handed to them. And I mean, that's what's going on. And Spider-Man, this is where he puts his life on the line, guys. He takes all the Avengers, webs them up, gets them out of the volcano, and he's like, I'll hold them back. Now you think about it, you're like, dude, seriously? Spider-Man? What can he do against two of the Phoenix Five? And the rest of the team is running out, and here we have Colossus, and he goes, they haven't gotten far. He goes, we'll drag them all back in chains, and the hellworms will eat them tonight. And then we got Spider-Man shooting webs at Colossus, just breaks him free, and he freaking just takes a big whack at Spider-Man, just boom, like right in the face. And Spidey's just like, oh my God, and he's like bleeding all over the place. And when he's talking to himself, you can see like the blood splatters in the dialogue box. I thought that was fantastic, fantastically done. Magic's always pushing Colossus. She goes, cripple him and be done with it. And then Colossus like, stay down, I don't want to hurt you. And he takes a big whack. Spider-Man takes a big whack at Colossus. Doesn't do anything. He just goes ahead and stomps on his spine, and he goes, I said stay down. And he just goes, I'm afraid I can't do that. He goes, whether you want to or not. And he just goes, you know, and they keep talking with each other, Colossus and Magic, about what the power is doing to each other, and Magic basically just says, you know, finish him off already. What are you afraid of? Don't be a wimp. Blah 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 blah. And again, she goes on. She goes, be pathetic. Because why don't you hold back, brother? All this power and you don't even have guts to use it. Finish him already before I finish you both. And she goes, please stop. He goes, please stop saying such things, sister. You're beginning to worry me. And Spider-Man just keeps like yabbering in their ear. And he's trying to get at their brains, trying to make them lose their self-control. He goes, all this fighting between brother and sister is just so unseemly. You guys got to learn to get along. And after all, you both know what would happen to all that power if one of them was to fight, right? And he's like getting it in their ear. He goes, I'm sure neither of you wants that. And then the next thing we see in the issue is, bam! The whole place explodes. Everyone comes out of the portal. They're wondering where Spider-Man is. They go and get Spider-Man, and he is the last man standing, barely. And then you see Magic and Colossus on the ground. And it means that they're both down. And what happens at that point is now the power is divided up between Cyclops and Emma Frost. And at the end of the page, at the last page, we see Hope looking on. And all we see here is we see Hope. And here we see Dickhead Cyclops says, it's time to come. And he is lit up like a light bulb, boy. And that was the end of the issue. And it's to be continued in 2 weeks. This book, guys, was, for me, probably because I'm a Spider-Man fan, and in my opinion, was the best book so far in the series. Very good story. My only gripe about this particular issue was I would have loved to see, and I touched on this on Avengers Live the other night, I would have loved to see Colossus and Magic really go at it with each other. At least a couple of pages of them just battling it out. Because all of a sudden you saw this big explosion and they were on the ground. I would have loved to see a battle between the two. Now what I'm thinking might happen, I don't know. But in the Avengers vs. X-Men series, that limited series, they might show something in there, how their battle went. I'm not 100% sure, but I would love to see it in this book. But guys, definitely besides that, this book is a 5 out of 5. I know a lot of us are reading Avengers vs. X-Men out there, but I wanted to give my opinion on this particular book. I felt that Spider-Man was perfect in this book. This is what Spider-Man represents. This is his true character. Emma Frost is totally losing it. She feels that she can touch people's minds and destroy everybody. Now that she has more power, she probably can. Cyclops probably thinks he's the king of the world, so he's a complete dickhead now. And now we got the last three issues, and we're going to see where it takes us from there, guys. So, again, 5 out of 5. If you're not reading this, please read this series. Try to. Great book, guys. Okay? So, that is it for this comic book review. And as always, guys, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner. Subscribe today. Subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Check out Avenger Cast this Tuesday on the Dark Avenger Inc. channel. And then the Tuesday after that, on the 21st, we will be doing Dark Avenger Live on Dark Avenger C86 channel. Okay, guys? So stay tuned for those things. And if you guys haven't seen my live broadcast on my channel, a special broadcast, go ahead and check that out. I just did that this morning, too. It's about a 45-minute video. So, guys, with that being said, finally, this is Spider Slayer signing off, and thank you for watching Comic Book Corner. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.